Yo, what's good, everybody? Ablaze was we're back, and today I'm going to be showing you guys some more snipe filters that you can use in 2K17. Now, this Ruby Moments one still does work. You're not going to get as many for the 500 to 2000, but that was happening because the Adidas packs were out and cards were going for pretty cheap. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to try to raise it up. If you put it up for about 2.8, this filter still works. I mean, right here you just see a bunch of Elfrid Paytons, and you want to try to avoid Elfrid Payton because he doesn't sell for very much, but just kind of see where his price is and then go a little bit lower. So maybe 2.7, and then you'll just try to buy any card that pops up besides him or Chris Paul, because those are the ones that they don't sell for much at all. So if we raise this to about 3.5, these are the cards that are going to pop up more. You're going to get some Jimmy Butlers down low. It's going for about 3.5. Bradley Beals will pop up. Isaiah Thomas, DeRozan, Lillard pops up. So those are the cards you want to try to pick up in that filter. You're going to want to try to get for about 2.8. That's what I would put it at for right now. But just kind of see where his price is. This Elfrid Payton's going for 2,000, so I'm actually going to buy that because all the other ones are 2.7 about. So I could probably make some profit there. But besides that, if you see a cheap one, you can pick it up. Otherwise, just try to go for different cards besides Elfrid Payton. And this filter has been working for me still. I've been adjusting to the price of the market. And besides the Elfrid Payton, I have spent about 18,000. I got a Bledsoe, James Harden, LeBron popped up, bought him, sold him for a good profit, 6,000 coins, almost 7. Lillard pops up, DeRozan, Isaiah Thomas, DeRozan again. Bledsoe and DeRozan pop up quite a bit. Jimmy Butler pops up too. This was an Elfrid Payton I bought for pretty cheap, sold him for a little bit more. We got Lillard. So those are the cards right there that I've been buying. I spent about 18,000, as I said. I sold them right there. That was a profit of about 39 total. So minus 18 and the tax, I made a profit of 17,000 just off of those cards. So this filter still does work, but that's not it. I've also got one more filter, and you can see right here, I've been making bank off these cards, and that is the Ruby Historic filter. Now this is for people that have a little bit more coins, probably close to 20,000. That's usually what I have. So let's set this for 20,000. Alrighty. As you can see, there's Bob Dandridge. These are the cards you want to avoid. Dandridge, Gasol, Bernard King. These new Wizards players just came out, so you really don't want to pick them up. Same with Jason Terry. These are the ones in the pack, so you don't want to pick him up. Avoid Sean Elliott, Mashburn, Dominique, Mutombo. Those are all the cards I would avoid, along with Richard Hamilton. So you want to have your buy it now close to where it'll refresh. So usually it's about 20,000 I have it. I don't go above 20,000 because otherwise you won't be making much profit. But for example, if you set it for 20,000 and you scroll and you can't see this refresh right here of 49 minutes to the 4-hour mark, you want to lower it. Right now you can see it pretty quickly because there's not many people on right now. It's pretty early in the morning. But otherwise, if you can't load in like past a certain amount, like right here, 12 hours and had a refresh, you want to lower it. So for about 20,000, you're going to want to pick up cards. And I spent, I'll show you some screenshots. This is the past couple days from the screenshots I've got. I got Dave Jabushkari. I bought him for 18,000. It's a pretty good profit. I think I sold him for close to 30. Also picked up a Jeff Hornacek for 16K. Sold him for, I think, 25. Also was able to pick up a Bill Lambier for just 10,000. So there will be historics that go for really cheap, And these are the cards you want to pick up. Bill Laimbeer for 10,000. That was a good snipe for me. And the card I just picked up this morning was this Al Jefferson for 17,000, and I sold him for 40. So there is profit using this filter, a lot of profit. And I will show you, there's a couple more cards I sniped, but this was earlier in the year, but I made so much off of them. Like right here, there's a Luol Deng. I bought him for 5,000, but at the time, he was actually selling for, I believe I sold this card for about 60,000. So that's like a 50,000 profit off of one card. And you will find these cheap historics because I think people just don't know what they go for and they just don't take the time to look them up. So they just kind of put them up for pretty cheap. I do have more screenshots, but this is the one I'm going to put up last. George McGinnis I bought for 12,000 and I actually sold this guy for 100,000 coins. So yes, these historics do have value because some of them, as this McGinnis is, they are rare because McGinnis, he came out early in the year. People want these cards. See these Mashburns, there's a lot in this picture. This is one of the more common ones because as the diamonds came out later in the year, the value of the newer historics have gone down, but the older ones are still up because they are still pretty rare. So in total, within like the past week, I've spent about 88,000 coins on this historic filter. But as you can see, Jeff Hornacek sold for 25, almost 26. Dave Jabeschke sold for 30. I bought a David Thompson for kind of cheap, sold him for 21. Bill Laimbeer, that one I bought for 10,000, going for 30, tripled my profit right there. And then the Al Jefferson I sold for 40,000 coins. So that 88,000 coins that I spent turned into, oh, and this Pau Gasol I bought for 7,000. So there was a little bit of profit there for only 9,000. But that 88,000 coins I spent turned into a profit of 52,000 coins because I just sold 155,000 worth minus the tax. So I made 50,000 profit off of just a couple cards. Now, this is rarer to find, these cards are, than the Ruby Moments, but if you do find the cards, there will be profit in them if you get them for pretty cheap. So, other than that, that's about it. Good luck sniping, and let me know if these filters are working for you guys. I'll see if I can modify them if you're not getting anything. You should. The Ruby historic one is a bit harder to find because, as I said, the cards are more rare. But the Ruby Moments, it should still work. You just gotta adjust your price to what the market is looking like at the time. Later at night, you'll find more luck on both filters actually. So you just gotta get lucky and just hope someone puts up a snipe and you're fast enough to get it. So yeah, that's gonna about wrap up this video. Let me know again if these filters are working for you guys. If not, I'll try to modify them, but as I said, they should be working. They still work as the time I'm putting up this video. The Ruby historic one actually has always worked. It's been working since the beginning of the year, but it's just more cards are popping up with these newer packs coming out. So as I said, depending on what the market is like, just kind of adjust your price to it. Maybe lower it a little bit. Don't go above 20,000. You'll find cards that go for about 25 or 27. But if you find them for under 20, that's always a profit. That's about it. So yeah, leave a comment if you get anything good. Otherwise, feel free to subscribe, leave a like, and that's about it for this video. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.